Hey Lions fans, I'm Vincent Menino. I'm going to host the Lion Digital Network Coaches Show this year. As school starts, we wanted to release a Coaches Show with all of our coaches here at Freed-Hardeman, recapping last year and looking ahead to this year. We hope you enjoy. Welcome back to the Coaches Show. We're here with Coach Rhodes, Freed-Hardeman golf coach, new Freed-Hardeman golf coach this year. Coach, congratulations on getting hired. Welcome to Freed-Hardeman.
Thank you very much.
Why don't you just tell us a little about yourself? I know you've got coming in with no college coaching experience previously, so I'll kind of help you out here. What's going to be the biggest challenge of this year?
Yeah, that's a great question. So first of all, one of the things that I'm very passionate about is really two things. I'm passionate about leadership, and I'm passionate about teaching others, and certainly in the realm of coaching, you have opportunities to use those, to those skills. And I've been really lucky just from experience-wise to coach different sports over the years, and as well as to have somewhere about three decades worth of leadership experience. And leadership and teaching others, again, are something I really enjoy. And certainly as the head golf coach, I'm going to have the opportunity to do that for sure. As far as a biggest challenge, one of the things for myself and as well as our assistant coach, Coach Langford, is we want to make sure we do a good job of getting to know the players, and that's definitely a challenge for us. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like necessarily difficult or hard, but we need to spend time there, and we need to make sure that we get to know our players well. We get to know their strengths, need to know their weaknesses, so that we're in the best position to help them develop and to reach their potential and even exceed their potential. And frankly, at the end of the day, that's going to be the way that Coach Langford and I evaluate ourselves. How good are we doing as coaches? It's going to be, are we helping our players to reach their potential? So we've challenged ourselves to do that, and we look forward to working with the team in that way.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, everybody, coaching is critiquing, right? You're going to have to, hey, little Johnny, you're doing it wrong, right? And it's a lot harder for people to take that kind of criticism if you don't have a good relationship with them.
Absolutely, and we want to make sure we get to know them in a good way, and they get to know us, and we look forward to beginning that process.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about how golf works at the collegiate level. I know for myself, I watch things on professional level, and you just see a bunch of individuals competing. So is this a team sport? Is it an individual sport? How do we qualify for the national tournament? Just help us understand a little bit better. Yeah,
that's a great question. One of the really awesome things about college golf is you have that team component. Like you said, we turn on our TVs on the weekend. We're watching the PGA Tour or the LPGA Tour, and we're seeing a bunch of individuals competing against individuals. Well, certainly in college we do the same thing. It's different than like some team sports, for example, like football. If you're a quarterback, you've got your offensive line that's helping you out on that play. But as a golfer, you're responsible for hitting your shot, thinking about what you're going to do. There's nobody helping you hit that golf ball. So there is that individual component, and we certainly have that. So for example, if a particular tournament, if a player, they shoot the lowest score over the two-day tournament, they will win their tournament. And we call that, they're the medalists. They're the low medalists. They get a trophy or a plaque or something for that. But also within the tournament, we're competing as teams, and really that is really a key component of collegiate golf. So the way that works is we take 5 players to each tournament, and each of the 5, again, they're playing their own ball, their own score, and then what happens at the end of each round, we throw the worst score out. So let's say we had our 5 scores for our 5 players were 270s, and we had 272s, and we had a 75. Well, what's going to happen is that 75 will be thrown out, and then those other 4 scores are going to be added up. And if I'm doing my math right, I think that our team score for that particular round would be 284. And then what happens if it's a 36-hole tournament? We'll play another round the next day. That team score gets added up the same way. We throw the highest score out. And by the way, that highest score a lot of times, that could be from, it could be the 5th bag or the 3rd bag or the 1st bag, whoever has the worst score that day. And you know, it does vary depending on who has a good day or not. That highest score gets thrown out. So it's really fun, you know, how that works out, and it brings in that team component into the game of golf.
And what about qualifying for conference tournament or national tournament?
Yeah.
Is that the same setup?
Yeah, very so. So in terms of how the tournament play works, it works exactly the same, whether we're playing one of our early in the year fall tournaments or if we're playing the end of year conference tournament. It works the same way. As far as being able to advance like to the national championship, the way that works is the winner of our conference tournament that we play at the end of each spring, the winner of that tournament gets an automatic bid into the national championship. There are also available some at-large bids that are based on how teams perform throughout the year. So there's a couple of chances there to get to the national tournament, but we really control our own destiny by being able to win that tournament. That's certainly our focus.
Okay. Well, I don't mean to go right from national tournament to what your goals are for the season, and it's your first year coaching here. But what are our expectations for the season? What do you think is reasonable for our team?
Great question. I love that question. I love talking about what our goals are. We've spent some time with our team, you know, and talking about, you know, what our focus is for the year. And the way I'll start out by answering that question first is our theme is being prepared. So as a team, we're focusing, and our practices will be structured this way, but we're going to focus on doing those things that prepare us to play our best golf. So if you think about like practicing short game, you know, putting and chipping, certainly there's you know, getting on the range and hitting, you know, balls on the range is certainly part of that. But we're going to spend time in competition situations. Like we're going to get on the golf course and we're going to focus on our mental game. We're going to focus on, you know, managing the golf course, you know, making sure we're playing holes in the right way, you know, not just hitting driver because it's fun. You know, it may be the best play is maybe to hit a 3-iron off the tee and put us in the best position to score the best. Because at the end of the day, if we shoot our best scores as individuals, we finish better individuals in tournament and we finish better as a team. So that's really our focus. So we're focused on being prepared. And our goals really are tied to that. We want to compete for championships. You know, I'm really excited about our team. We have a great group of players that are returning. We have a great group of new recruits that are coming in to join our team. And we have a lot of talent. And so we're focused on, you know, just back to your specific question around goals, you know, we want to compete for championships, but we also want to be more specific to the team. We want to be more competitive on a consistent basis. We had some times, you know, like last year, and the way I phrase it to the team is, you know, we had some flashes of brilliance. You know, we had some rounds where some individuals, I mean, they shot really well. In fact, we had 2 individual winners last year, and there's lots of programs that don't have that. I mean, we had individuals that won golf tournaments. We had you know, team scores that were really good at times, but we may have like a good team score and then follow it up maybe with a not as good, you know, that we can play. So we're going to focus on being prepared, so when we get out there in competition, we can just play more consistently.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that. All right. I want to let you talk a little bit here. I know you've got a fundraiser coming up that you're trying to promote. So tell us about that and how we can find that, where we can look for it.
Yeah. On October the 14th, we are having our annual FHU golf fundraising tournament. It's a 4-person scramble. We've had it for several years. This particular fundraiser is so critical for our golf program because you know, while we receive you know, some funding, some budgeted dollars that we can use, we need this tournament to supplement our program so that we can travel to our tournament, we can buy equipment such as balls, you know, pay tournament fees, all of those things. If we did not have this tournament, we couldn't operate as a program. So this is a very important tournament. It's always a great time. All the players that come and support us and are part of it, they have a great time. And there's going to be an opportunity to win close to the pin prizes, long drive. We'll have tee gifts that we'll give to everybody. We'll have a nice meal that we'll share together after the tournament. As far as more information on it, we're going to be having a news release regarding it in a couple of weeks, probably the mid-August time frame. And we'll put the links on that up on our website, and we'll have opportunity for players to sign up to join the tournament. We will also have an opportunity for hole sponsors, and we'll have some different tier levels for that based on what donors may want, supporters may want to give to the program. So we'll have all kinds of information regarding that on the website.
Okay, awesome. We're looking forward to that. I know, fundraising is a big part of what every department, every program has to do here at Freed. So
absolutely.
All right, I want to end up. We've been doing this with everybody. I want to end up with a little game here. I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock, and you're gonna have that time to name as many NAIA schools as you can that don't compete in the Mid-South Conference.
Don't compete in the Mid-South.
So our conference is out.
Okay.
But all the Oklahoma schools, whatever other schools you know, go for it.
Okay.
All right. All set? Go.
Okay. Oklahoma City University, Oklahoma Wesleyan University, Lansing University. I'm thinking Oklahoma teams. I'm very familiar with Oklahoma. Oh boy, I'm going to start to struggle here. Point University, Wilberforce University, Shawnee State University. These were tournaments that used to be in our conference. So I've got to get on a technicality here. I think Mobile University is NAIA. Okay, all right. Okay, I've got a couple others on the tip of my tongue. Missouri Baptist, Central Baptist, Blue Mountain College.
Okay, yep.
I'm running dry real quick. Trying to think of some other golf teams that we competed against. Coastal Georgia.
Okay. Before the buzzer right there. All right.
All right.
That was really good. Unofficially I had 11.
Okay.
And so we'll, as we release all these Coaches Show videos, we'll look at, we'll post the standings and you'll see where you stack up. That was really good for, again, coming in first year as a college coach here. So,
okay.
Thank you guys for watching. Lions fans, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, toggle that notifications bell to all so you don't miss any new videos. Remember, you can always see all of our updates and news at gofhulions.com. And also remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.